One of the most beautiful maps to watch here. If you're a Heretics fan, this has been a highlight. To say
Why did you have to say that? BBL on defense, Heretics on attack.
BBL, if there was a time to show your capability,
Knife goes over towards B, doesn't hit anyone. They might start double pushing. We'll see once they get some kind of contact over towards A. They wait for the rotate back over towards middle and then drone all the way through. They pretty much clear everything here.
But looks like they're going to be flooding in here on B.
Wait, Yumpy, you're
he tried to get ahead of it. It was actually perfect to take the head off of Miniboo. So if they're able to deny Miniboo here, this does change the matter. This is only round 1.
Blocks the top as well.
Stick around on the side here, turning the flash just perfectly for
Yumpy.
That is beautiful.
Dude, Yumpy. Yumpy's doing bits.
Doing well here, BBL.
He got the first bit of info for the first kill as well.
Like Boo and Benji gonna have to react in some kind. Yeah, they got stall on this plant though. Boo's gonna have to try and back away a little bit here. Still wants to do a bit of damage if he could, but actually threading the needle going forward. I like this. Boo. Ah, nice try.
Yeah, really nice though. It's a good pistol for them.
5 alive, and they seem aware.
Yeah, BBL. Like we're talking about Heretics and that beautiful Icebox, but BBL are no slouches on Icebox either. What I like from them is their confidence or maturity to leave the A site open sometimes.
And not even, you get to see over the top.
Yampy side of that back site with the KO flashes fighting out if they really need it, but sometimes they just let it go.
Yep.
Play for those retakes, play with those pre-flanks.
In-zone flawless to start things off.
What's Magnum doing with his monitor, man? Yampy's going crazy though.
And the Heretics gonna just have to go through the motions. Look, we know what Heretics are good at in this map.
Okay, everyone can get one shot obviously from the Outlaw. And who is close to that ult? Who's getting snowballed? I mean, not really anyone.
It looks like they've got a game plan in mind from
probably from Heretics try to get a couple of orbs and
watch
rims.
the next couple of rounds. I want to see BBL try and keep this clean though.
Yeah, I was looking for Heretics to do one of their set rounds here, but I'm not sure what they're planning here.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like maybe
fast split B. Make a lot of sound over towards here as the Neon sends it through.
Running under tube.
Wall at the top.
Creating a distraction towards B.
Yeah.
Trying to get up close and personal with the classics at some point.
Do I like Neon on Icebox? I think most stuff works on Icebox. As long as you have this and this, I'm probably going to like it on Icebox. It's one of the maps that's the most open, man.
But Levin still training towards main. Miniboo trying to cause as much of a distraction, but Levin unfazed by it, unmoved by it. Down to 3 now. Oh, it's just unreal from Levin. Miniboo still being a nuisance, but it feels like he's only going to be a nuisance here. Yes, handled. BBL.
Yeah, very nice.
Make it up to 2.
Yeah, cheeky idea, using the salvos to try and break the turret. The turret didn't get destroyed for some reason, so...
When I left, was Yumpy still on liquid? Yeah. We got Yumpy in...
What is that?
Beginning of 2021.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Like
I'm actually sorry
Feb,
about that one.
I think.
Okay, bonus. What do we have? Full armor coming up, Heretics. I mean, they heard. They were in the receiving end of that that Outlaw, so don't blame them for that. But bonus here. Let's see.
I mean, I was the person that asked Yumpy to come over
BBL
from
get
CS.
a miracle from this, or the Heretics get back on track. This is a necessary round. Denial of removing the turret early.
It's just standard A default here for Heretics, using the salvos early to deny the space, getting up close.
Yeah, actually a bit unorthodox. That's a little bit of a deeper look, but doesn't see much yet. One of the only EMEA players to really flourish with the Stinger so far.
Not our strong point.
Nope. It's fine. Americas do make it look like a, you know, essentially another rifle. This is enough utility now going through. They should be feeling like someone's trying to make a bit of a play. Now they've identified Yampy early.
They see the KO clause. So you know if KO is taking first contact, then we don't have a jet here. Unless there's some kind of crazy bait.
It's going to be this A finish though.
The great knife on that.
Yeah.
Good little stun as well, dude. 4, they give you so much info.
At least another player, maybe 2 even.
4 over towards the A site now for BBL.
Yeah, dude, now we get a basically just get a 9-person duel over towards site. They still got wall double mollies as well. The great flash. Dude, it felt like everyone but Boo ate that flash.
So he didn't get caught on the flash, but Sociable going to try and duck down and survive. But Miniboo doing what Mini does best. And he, Oh my god, wait, Sociable. You serious?
Hey, he did pretty good though.
There. I thought
We
one was fair
got
game.
one
The
person that
second,
can get one shot from the
I don't know how
outlaw.
the hell that happened, but
So Magnum kind of has to do it all.
This is not going to be easy. 3 players
Okay.
already line up. That makes it much easier.
He did a little bit of damage.
So
Now
on the
everyone can
spike
get one
though, they need
shot.
to deal with
Okay,
the
well.
back line, and Rien's making that near on impossible. Magnum still going walkabout. Oh,
Hey,
that
it was a
got
good
so
go at
close.
it. That was a really
And
good
that's
go at it. It's a
bonus
nice
one.
bonus still from
Sorry, a
BBL.
bonus
They
nearly
did so
one,
much damage
as
here.
Heretics only make it out with 1 player left alive.
Yeah, BBL losing that round, but I'd be happy with that result there.
Yeah.
Lots of economic damage coming through. I do love that slide up mini boo, that slide up onto the fridge. Like, no, fridge? I don't know what people call it. We call it fridge.
Would you rather have your Jet getting kills
Not
on
something
Eco
that
to get
many agents
momentum
can
or
do.
Initiator?
Well, that's so different
And
on
probably
the Neon than it is
Initiator,
the Jet.
but I mean,
He always
honestly,
seems
I
to get
don't
through
mind.
doing it.
Whoever gets
He is
kills
a
out of
dream to
those
watch here on
two,
that.
like in pistol, you
I
just
think in these
snowball them
later
anyway.
rounds, just the anti-bonus
fine.
from Heretics, I don't
Because the
mind
good thing
this
about
type
like
of
Jet
approach. I wanna
Knives is
see a
that
bit more of an exploration
you
around
just
the
don't
map,
really
though,
give them
in
much of a
the later
backup gun,
rounds.
maybe a Bucky or
Looking like
something,
a
and
5A approach
your
here,
econ's good.
identifying the weakness from BBL that they like to play off of this
Like both of the
A side.
ults are good to begin with.
Stanzo, look at the damage that they've done already towards Miniboot, taking him down
I
to
would hope that my
75,
Jet's good
forcing him
enough
away.
that
So they've stalled out that
I'm just
first
fine
wave of
getting him
approach.
ult.
It's a chess game right now. BBL, no.
Oh! Tried to steady the aim for the second, but it wasn't to be. But already a nice little 1-for-1 here. They've fought out at least for the front of the site. I don't think they can really gather the back unless they swing perfectly in unison. Woot taking a lot of damage here. Desperate to try and deal with the players by Dice, but BBL holding the line so well.
Nicely done.
Okay,
He did a
BBL.
really good
Yeah,
job
I feel like we might
of
actually have a game here.
holding
Yeah, the chess
their
match is
backs.
coming in. Heretics identified from their preparation that BBL like to play off of that A site, play more for retakes and have that flank coming in.
Yeah, they're fighting on site
BBL
more.
changing up the style, keeping one deep on B. We keep seeing a push on B, and
This
then
is just
four
a big
people
win in
stacked on the
general,
back
right?
of
So
that A site,
they
just ready
force
to
them
brawl
down
Heretics every
to an
time.
eco, first of all, that's everything. But also like winning that
early
fight
testing
over
period
towards
almost,
A,
both kind of getting a
it's
feel
such an
for each
important
other,
win.
figuring out
Because
what's
if you
going
lose
on.
that fight over
Obviously, the
towards A
A-side
and teams get the
simulator
confidence that
carrying
they
on
can
here, but
keep
maybe this
hitting
time
this
we do get a bit
site,
of variety.
it becomes an absolute nightmare.
As we do see Sheriff's out.
I think I would like to see him
That win
timeout
has
there for Heretics.
that round even is just so much impact into
I
the
just
game
said
itself.
what I just said.
I said what I said.
Just said, like Weber and Neil, they're smart enough to say what I just said. If they did it, I would prefer it on this round right now when the ecos, so that, you know, if they take it next round, it's a little bit too close. If you know what I mean? That
Gives you time to
information,
kind of, like,
yeah, the other team's going to be
mull over.
thinking about this gun round.
Oh dear, it's not pretty for Yampi there.
Oh no.
And yeah, it's a judge recovered,
They
but
pick
it
up
is
the
a player
judge.
taken down. So it
They
does
pick up the
add a
judge and
little
there's
bit
now
of
an
worry
AWP
to
here
my
for
mind, especially
Miniboo.
if
He's
that's
super
Miniboo.
low
I mean,
HP, so they might
let's have a
not
look
want
here.
to
We know
do
that there's
it,
a second string to
but
this boat, and that being Profek.
That'd be
He's been
tempting.
very solid. And he's actually got support from Sociable now, so it's not an unmanned site. Heretics aren't going to have an easy time
he
now.
decides to get it. Okay, planning ahead for Woot.
The Yampy judge always puts a smile on my face.
Why is that?
Just the sliggy piggy judge skin.
Cute. Now
He does use that skin,
The
doesn't he?
resolve, and it's brilliant. I don't know if he caught it just a second before. I think Profek just knows his lines. Taking away boot. Now Profek, yeah,
Nice
still
shot.
farming. God damn, this guy is clean. Benji, I don't think you're gonna get much more here. 1 HP in a dream. Oh,
What?
a flying Magnum will do
What?
the job. Woot 1v3. Not gonna be going so good here. Singed.
Yeah, he did
and
nicely
put
handled it from
down.
BBL.
Profek very clean.
It is a
After bit of
sick start
shaky
from them.
Yeah, just
Good
the eco
money.
there for Heretics, but it's
Good
nice
ults
to
now
see
online,
the
especially
aim
for
display
defense,
there. Just a
closer
bit of
to
confidence
a
building,
couple of the other good
knowing
ults
how
as well.
good you are sometimes in these rounds.
Oh, that's-
translates over to the gun rounds.
And certainly not an easy role playing on that site there. And it is now the Heretics timeout. So a little bit later, and obviously giving BBL the opportunity to have a talk during this time. But as you said, you'd have preferred it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but the problem now is that the ults are coming online, and it's a completely
team is
different
the biggest
discussion.
advantage
You
in
kind of
KO
got to
now.
go into the discussion saying that
It
BBL
probably
changed
is
their
Paper X, mate.
preparation, and then
They're the only team
park
that
to one
doesn't play it
side
on any
and then
map,
say,
right?
But there's some ults on the
Yeah.
table. How are we going to deal with that?
Yeah, if you're talking about the ults as well, for BBL they do have
There's
Profek,
definitely
so
a couple
the
of
Viper ult
EMEA
is there.
teams.
Very, very important.
But I'm not sure those
Magnums as well.
EMEA
So
teams
some
are going to
key
make
ones
it
already in place
to
and only one away from Sociables. On the other side, Miniboo does have his.
Toronto.
Rienz has got his. 2 away from Boo's and Benji's, and actually one off from
G2,
Woot. So
mate,
yeah,
G2
the
use it on
conversation-
every single map.
Yes. So I do wonder how they're going to divide this conversation for Heretics and where they want to put their
Fnatic?
focus, because this initial 5 rounds has been waiting
Fnatic
that
use
BBL
it
banner.
on 2 maps,
And I
right?
wouldn't put it past Heretics from being able to adapt. I think that's one of their strong suits here. They don't ever feel like they're
Do they
completely
only
out
use
of
it
the
on
series,
Fracture?
but they do need a reaction now, because this is certainly not going the way they expected.
No, absolutely. And it can't just be all off the back of Oriion's clutch. I want to see it from
Ascent and Fracture.
adaptation,
Okay, yeah.
strategy.
Yeah,
So you're
Fnatic
putting
are in a
on
good
Weber
spot.
and Niels.
Yeah, it's going to be all Weber and Neil's fault if they start losing this one.
Go, Weber, Niels.
Vegeta are fine anyway, just because they got
Rubbish.
that extra time.
Cool. Well, let's see. I want your judgment afterwards. Do you approve of whatever the adjustment may be?
Okay, we
No,
got
looks
big ults,
somewhat like what we've seen
important
before.
rounds. We should see all the ults pretty much here as well.
Looks like Icebox.
One away from a
Four
orb
towards
as well, so they might use the salvos to
Yeah,
make sure they
rinse and
can't get
repeat.
this. They don't want that
Makes
tail
sense,
to
though.
come
Earlier
online.
control built
We put the
towards
turret over towards here, so as
backside
soon as
of
they
site
see this
here.
turret, they
Heretics
know
may
that
be
somewhere over
identifying
towards
that the
middle is
kill
going to be
jam
weak.
often used
We
as a
haven't
retakes out for
put the
BBL,
smoke over towards
and they would
middle
be
yet,
right to
so a little bit unlucky. The turret isn't here because that really could lock this one down, but
The question.
we've got
Oriion's
human
probably
turret
gonna use
Yampy
his Gecko
watching
to
middle.
Get into the site. See if Levin can catch a timing here.
He's looking for it. Have to steady himself. Drones there. Steady steps towards the site, and there's the lockdown.
That's early. I'm not sure
Really
what
early.
triggered that.
The
Hope
ult's gonna be
for
used
this,
to
and they get space
deny
off it as well, and
Levin's
they
gone
isolate
down. So
one on
backside now
site.
under the
What?
Heretics banner. They've controlled this well, and the spike
That was
planted.
very
They've got time
nice.
on their side. And this post-plant becomes difficult. They've got a lot of utility to layer onto this. Miniboo just going to try and hold on and do as much damage as he possibly can. Kind of let off the leash almost. Chomping at the bit as Rien's actually going to send in the ult, and Miniboo swings off it. There's a lot of players here, but the flash is fantastic.
It's an
Miniboo blind
incredible
to the
flash.
wall. 4v4,
Like
but
their
can
smoke,
they
they throw
dissuade
it from
this
the top
back
through
line?
the...
So much stall on the spike. They would need to get deep and get deep fast. Rien's isn't even allowing it. You can't get past go at this point. Rien's impact alone is outstanding. As the spike feels impossible. Got to half, yes, but to deny the
Yeah, we
final
might be able
three.
to take...
I don't think it's
another with
happening.
you.
It's not. If Heretics get that
I mean,
spike down,
this was just pretty much
they get into that
Heretics
post
in the
plant.
timeout
There's so much utility, Mini.
being a step
Yeah,
ahead.
that's absolutely right. There's too much Killjoy, Gecko, Viper, and Tail all providing value. Something I
That
missed
tail
there is
ult
that
was just...
one off of the
They got
tail
so
ult
much
meant that
value
there's a
for it.
complete counter
Isolated
there for
one,
Magnum's ult. So
blocked
playing
off
that
both of the
retake
chokes,
setup doesn't
and
do
took out the
anything at all.
Killjoy.
The tail ult comes in, easy post plant there for Heretics.
So Weber and Neil's off the hook for now.
Off the hook for now, yeah.
Good stuff.
But I'm a bit stupid too, so,
Well,
you know.
I wasn't going to say it. But
I
Boom
knew
and
he
Benji
may
now
have.
one away
Thanks
from
so much
their
for the
ults.
tier
We're
one.
looking at the cycle coming in.
Thanks for the
11 one
28
away.
months.
2 still sat with BBL.
Yeah, do that.
We did
Lots
obviously
of
see
guts,
Magnum's
gonna be a
invested
big
just
game as
last
well,
round.
man.
This is different.
Oh, he just moved just slightly off.
Yeah, he messed it up.
It messed with his aim.
It felt like he got too much pressure from the spam coming in, maybe feeling he'd gotten seen or something. He looked uncomfortable there, but if he'd stuck to it, probably would have had his man in the form of Miniboo. And with all of this control, they can stack bodies towards this A site, but now down a man. This makes it incredibly difficult.
Proactivity again from BBL.
Yeah, but look at
Drone and
Benji.
flash potentially.
Oh, the angle's so nice. Yambi tried to kind of find some unison with that, but he couldn't do it as Rien's already denies him. Trying to play up close here. Magnum's in a lot of trouble. Does get away with his life though, but trying to keep some control here towards May's side. Sociable now spotted. They should have a decent read, but they don't
Whoa.
expect Magnum to
Dude.
just go striding back in.
Magnum,
Brilliant
man.
understanding of the
One
tempo
bullet.
coming through, but Miniboo's still alive, and Miniboo being dangerous. You got to pay attention. 38 seconds. What does he do
Revek is
with
very
this?
fast here.
Spike down. Miniboo left alone. And he wants his man, he wants Sociable,
Yeah,
he wants
no
to
extra
fight.
swing on
But
this. Gonna
Profek
start
is as
considering
well,
behind.
But time is not on his side. And has he let it slip here? A fair fight found and a body
5
dropped.
bullets.
Miniboo looking for heroics with 5 bullets to play with, and Sociable under pressure. Sociable chooses
Very,
correct
very
on the
nice on
coin
Sociable
toss,
there.
and he
Quiet
gets
drop with the
defuse.
rope.
Great attempt from Miniboo, but that round was all down to Magnum.
Yeah, it was
Coming
for
in
sure.
as the sub for Chiwa. Some fans had their doubts.
I had doubts. I think a lot of us did.
He's been playing really good.
I had some, but I think he's the perfect substitute for this team. I don't know what the position is now, but he's been fantastic this split.
And
He might be playing the best Valorant of his career right now.
I tend to agree, and this map was always a great map for him too, especially
That's
on that
true.
Killjoy. Those lurks were always filthy.
I can't believe I forgot about that.
Yep. Every now and then, I do remember something. It's surprising to everyone involved. But BBL now getting a lot of ults building here, and you've got the buy on the ropes from Heretics. So BBL, look, it ain't pretty, but it's working.
Trap?
But Yampy can't
Off
see
the alarm bot. Insta ult. Oh boy.
Hand, instantaneous punish. They are losing players so early here now.
Okay, that kind of worked out right though.
Quelled denies his big springboard towards the site. Sociable, I think, is going to be spotted on that. And the lockdown going to force his hand here.
Well, they know he's swinging.
It looks like he wanted to fight.
They know he's swinging. They saw him commit early with the drone.
Such a strong advantage.
Oh, look at the C9 wall.
Wonder if Boo is going to invest the Viper ult as well here. If the spike goes down, I imagine it. Lots of ults invested this round for Heretics.
You heard it. Rattling off the voice line. You're looking at 11 to be maybe one, but hard to make this work. Boo knows his lines as well. So Magnum are removed, and I don't even think they got halfway on that. They didn't. 11. Can you go nuclear? Can you be the one to save the day here? Tries to bounce
back
out
around again.
Keep them on their toes, but time is not on their side. A second attempt and a second wrap around this ult. Sees nothing, looking for a body out of place here. Another!
Oh my
this
god!
Is unbelievable. But Benji, now the onus is on you. Now the question
oh, dude, is so unlucky. He did such a good go at it.
Incredible back and forth at the end, but it's
these rounds are so close.
Set neon plays. That is the opener into that round. Using the Killjoy ult and the Viper ult to finish it off. Beautiful from Heretics there.
And I love this. We're seeing the best of two players here. 11 on one side, that explosive jet, and then Benji clutching up. Classic. Love seeing this between the two, the best of them both. 5-3 now, scoreline getting a little bit closer. Money now broken for BBL. And that timeout seemed to have
again,
found
thanks so much for the 3 months, bro. Appreciate the time. Thank you for that.
But to find repetition is what we look for here.
Heretics just have so many creative plays that in those moments where the economy's not looking so good, they can pull something out. Back down to an anti-eco for a Team Heretics. It's going to be a slow round.
Maybe trying to find Yampy, and they've caught him. Just drifting towards yellow. A little lackadaisical about it all. Trying to find opportunities where maybe there aren't any. Profek's been a bit nasty though, so you've got to be cautious with him. But is that enough of an opener? Taping down Yampy, is that enough that makes them want to go towards B? It certainly caused fear among BBL. They've put 3 bodies behind it now, leaving just Profek to defend this A site.
They need to take some risk, and they've chosen the wrong site, but they've made the right choice overall, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And you can see the layers to how hard it is to hold this site by yourself. I mean, you've got Miniboo on the hunt. It's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of nice though.
Lava, but it certainly feels
is that the first time we've seen this hit where they wall over towards the left and pinch through? I think that's good with what happened early. You know, when they were holding over towards site and there was like one here, one here, and these two are in charge of holding over towards site. Like if they're going to start doing that pathing now on their A hit, that's really strong. Like if BBL actually start holding site again, that probably wrecks them.
You can see it. You can see the plan from Heretics is clear as day. Deep post plants leave maybe re-ends a little closer.
I don't know if that was an on-the-fly thing. That was cooler.
Make it hard for BBL to work back in on. Nice from Levin, but it's small victories now.
Yeah, possible retake there, I'd say. BBL. Once again, Yampy trying to make plays with the judge. A little bit one-dimensional at this point.
Sliggy fault, I think.
Yeah, Sliggy's fault. That was Sliggy's fault, I think.
That's a Sliggy round right there.
There's an eco.
Run that one time. Wide swing.
Obsessed with the judge.
Yeah. Really flawed mentality.
Yeah.
Probably why he's not a coach anymore.
Guys. I know this is bait, but I'm going to take the bait. It got nerfed twice.
Yampy's got his.
Twice.
The rest is pretty far away for BBL. On the other side for Heretics, Miniboo's got theirs. Re-ends as well.
Come on.
So,
I was using it when it wasn't even nerfed.
And similar scenes, this feels repetitive, but it is Icebox, so no surprises there.
Yeah, when the middle of the map isn't...
It was both your fault? Yeah, dude, I was trying to get it nerfed. That's why I'm using it. It was broken gun. If anything, they should be thanking me.
Heretics. BBL coming over again with 4 themselves.
The problem is the Yampy should be using a Bucky now, because that's the real broken one.
Comes the ult.
If anything, it's Yampy's fault.
Miniboo's found Profek, you can see it. It's just so well constructed. Dealt with by Magnum though.
Now gets his ult.
And he does have the reactionary lockdown. So this will keep them in heal here. Woot's salvo's already gone. We saw it earlier, so no opportunity to do much. And Yampi is now going to have to
They're on
scurry
top of
back
this,
towards
though.
B.
Yeah, they can't really
11
go
to
towards
control
B.
towards
The re-hit
middle.
back over towards A could be nice.
They've stalled them out, but it's still 50 seconds.
They,
Levin's done
Heretics,
well to hold the angle there.
I do
Knows that
think
it's likely
they
gonna be this A finish.
might
Yampi just confirming it
have
with
to
that
start
knife.
committing
3
their
on A for
smoke
BBL.
consistently
Magnum's
over
been
towards
solid from
middle.
this angle. His timing's been
Because
fantastic. He's
I
gonna
feel
hear
like
these
you know
steps
they're
though,
going to
but
go back with the smoke,
barrel
yeah.
seen. Okay, holds for just a little longer, but he knows that his time has gone. Looking to go 11 to pick up the pace. Beautiful correction towards Rienz, but a great trade from Woot. Steps towards the site now. Hard fought for 20 seconds, 3v3. This ain't easy now. Heretics not feeling safe about this, and Magnum chomping at the bit.
shot.
Oh, it's gorgeous from him. Lovely little back and forth and sociable. Does he get the timing right? Oh,
they both won their ones.
Just finding some safety and security at the end.
It was looking so good for BBL, but now it's...
Yeah,
They got an eco again.
It's all about scaling and knowing how to just scale together. And Heretics doing a wonderful job scaling in, getting those trades, understanding when to take deep
With his
site
fault was
control,
the
when
second
not
time,
to.
no, that is
It
true.
feels like there's not ever like an easy answer to that.
That
right?
game against
that
NRG
scaling just
actually
feels so
got the gun
fundamentally
off the gun.
solid here. For Heretics, with the utility they have, the layers to it, and just kind of knowing what to do with it. Even though they got close, you can still see what they're trying to achieve. So I'm wondering what BBL try and do as a reaction, right? Because we've got a couple more rounds to play with.
Nice, Benji.
What the?
So what is the game plan now? If you're in BBL's shoes here, 5-5, close half here, hard to handle, you're on a broken purchase, but is there something in your mind that you'd like to see them attempt?
Yeah, put the turret over towards middle if the smoke keeps getting used over towards A.
What, in my opinion, is more of an attack-sided map. 5 already on the defense, 5-5 is looking like a decent half already from BBL. So I've not disliked what they've been doing. Maybe they could explore those flank options a little bit more. We saw them pushing up B early, but never quite committing.
Yep.
Playing more of a flood style on that A side of the map. They need to disrupt that post-plant utility somehow if the plant is going to go down.
See if that
What
is
happened to
something that we
Paper X
maybe had
today?
in that
I mean, the
12th
job
round
was done,
potentially.
dude.
This one,
Just
We're not
the
going to be
eco
putting
here.
in overtime.
Just the eco, 11 with a Marshall.
The train was always to do the initial
crowd
job.
trying to will on BBL here.
We're just sticking with the course, that's it.
Not
John
an
Scott
easy
with the tier 1,
position to
thank
be
you
in,
so much
though.
for the
A
10
hard
months, man,
round to
appreciate
face.
that. Buffed KO is looking strong. The right clicks? Yeah, the right clicks look really good.
Really, it is only Magnum on this side. He is going to be joined by Profek. This utility, it has been on point. Paving the way for Heretics, and Magnum praying for his life. This is a problem. He's got a corner to play from. Profek helping him out there. How much can one man do?
Okay, big change up from BBL. Looks like they're going back
though.
to fighting over towards
Oh,
site,
no.
but this is where we said...
Okay, still good.
This is where we
still
said
good.
that the pathing of the neon going left with the wall should be pretty strong.
It's gone bad. Again, you're
Dude.
just witnessing the protocol list though.
Boo
Yampi's hit a
gets
good shot
trapped
there,
over
but again,
towards
it's not
site.
like one shot is going to give you everything. A second might help out now. And suddenly it's getting back on. They know about Profek on the site though. He's doing the dance for re-ends.
Oh, what a
he's
shot.
doing it. Benji left in the 1v2. Can he clutch again? He kept them the secure before. He kept them in the round before, and Benji on 49 HP. Hasn't got an easy task here. A Phantom found for Profek. Evan's still on the backside. Benji looking for someone out of place, but they're not giving him what he wants. As a glance around here, shoulder seen. Evan still holding that same line. 30 seconds. Benji
30
pausing
seconds
to
left.
add that paranoia. Good find.
Yeah, he
and
knows.
the spray was right. Just at the wrong time. 20 seconds and 10 HP. Trying to work out this puzzle in front of him. Levin just needs to play calm here.
Oh.
Benji. Oh, he's desperate for someone
boy.
to make a move. Oh my good God, is this how it
Nicely
goes,
done,
Levin?
man.
Yeah,
Dude,
from
good
above.
eco,
The
though.
pace
5-person
they've
stack
got
over towards the
to
side
tip
was
the
right.
scales back in BBL's favor.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
and I was
shot.
just praising Heretics for those deep side
That shot
takes,
back
but
at
against
site,
the,
though.
Against the eco, Mini
Yeah,
overextending there, in my opinion. And
I
Rien's
think
looking a
Mini
little
has
bit
to
nervous
do the
with
other
his aim.
pathing, but I think he doesn't want to give him that gun.
But it was, yeah.
But in my
BBL will
opinion,
take that
there
one.
he should probably drop his
Any
gun,
day.
do the wall pathing
It's-
to the
That's
left.
a dream come true. Yampi on the op. Give me some of that.
Judge now op. Most weapons this month.
I
mean,
love
Profek's
Yampi as an
doing
operator. I don't
unreal
care what
things,
anyone
though.
Says, give me this every day of the week.
KO op.
Even a wander in middle now. He's active. He's wanting this. vying for a fight. And the heartbreaking fact is they are actually going B, where he'd been posting up previous to now, but he's holding that mid line. The slow build towards the B site is coming through from Heretics.
Yeah, BBL have rotated and matched them once again with numbers. Woot does have this tail ult.
Dude, why is everyone's wall missing now?
Gap there almost, but I don't think it's particularly playable. But that's a lot of players spotted. They know what's happening now. Oh, my happiness is removed. The Heretics, step by step. Oh my God, you saw it then, like a trap sprung. It was instantaneous. With a man disadvantage, they have a lot of their body still here. BBL, oh, that's nice, Levin. The aim is on point here. Levin's gone down, but they still have at least a bit of side control. 2 tucked towards yellow, 1 off towards that B-long post plant. In a 3v3, all from side side though. Woot's got ult. Does he get a chance to use it? Sprays and praise.
Oh,
Benji,
whoa.
the savior of
Bro, he's
Heretics,
insta
not
popping
again.
people.
Shut
Oh my God,
out.
so many
Benji
dinks.
cannot
There were so
be
many dinks here.
broken for this round and bringing Heretics back up
That's
to
nice shots,
6-6.
Oh, they had to work for the 6 here though.
Closing out 6-6 there for Heretics. Good half from BBL though. 6 on defense, not bad.
Yeah, they are keeping this
yeah,
one
I think you'd be right with that.
nice and close. This is what we wanted. If you want Toronto, you gotta fight for it. And we'll be back after the half.
Oh, they could have defused that, no? Was this not a bad plant? Looked like it was leaking over slightly. I think it was. I think they got a little bit lucky with that. But this kind of BBL's fault for not spotting it early enough. Dude, I don't know why the wall keeps missing. C9 said they used the same lineup, so maybe something happened with the Viper wall. Like, it normally works like this, because it is a lineup thing. Like, if you're... Let me mute this. Like, basically, to make sure that it doesn't leak out, you have to make sure that... So the Viper wall drops, like, little dots on the floor, and then each wall is, like, a segment of its own. And so you have to make sure that when you're doing it, you have, like, one of these dots close to the end wall. And for some reason now, I don't know, it's, like, missing a dot for most people. Like, missing a bit on the floor. So it is a lineup issue, but I don't know if they, like, randomly change Viper or something. It feels like it's the same lineup that C9 use. And C9 said they didn't change their lineup for, like, 2 years. So I don't really know. If I show the lineup, I guarantee it's the same C9 lineup. Vic was the one who's winging it. He doesn't wing it, man. He said he's got a lineup that he's used for 2 years now.
Is this what you wanted here? A nice
Yeah,
close
they might
game.
have decidedly changed something with the wall.
Firing up back and forth.
No
I
one's,
feel like
like,
we're
looked
getting
at
a
it.
great game out of these two.
Yeah, I absolutely want to see the third map. So I'm
Yeah.
a little bit biased towards BBL right now.
Okay.
They play a very methodical attack side of Icebox, which might be good against Heretics because they're not going to get caught off guard, I don't think, by those neon set plays that Heretics have. They're going to be very explosive.
Probably all
at
they need to
times
do
with
is,
the
like,
neon.
when you go up to
Minibu's
the
gonna be
wall here, you
sliding
might have to do, like, a
spaces.
step back or something.
But hopefully BBL
Just so it can get an extra one of those dots.
just do their methodical style.
Yeah, I'm mind blank with the
Challenge
pistol
is
at the
there,
moment.
isn't it?
It's 2-1,
The
right?
opportunity is there.
That is dangerous, though. 86%
The double sheriff.
defense win rate for Heretics.
Quite high. It's quite a large number.
That is a big number.
Yeah. Ooh. Already nice early
Yeah, 'cause,
spam
like,
there.
I can already see in
And
the
it looks like
minimap that
Magnum's
this is
very
a
aware, though, of
wall
what
that
Heretics
covers
might
it.
be wanting to achieve from this.
Like, their wall
Already
goes
taken
deep
away
enough.
Woot. Lovely start for him.
Like, see these little dots I was talking
And
about on the
again,
floor? There's
threatening
one, like,
Magnum on
closer
this
to the
side,
wall here.
he is pretty lethal. If he's allowed off the leash to kind of play those timings and work himself into the map, I do want to keep an eye towards his performance on here. But a 5v4 though now, and they slow down the tempo.
We can already see that. Oh, Heretics re-clearing Levin.
Yeah, that's nice.
Knowing that methodical style, they're going to be spreading the map a lot more than Heretics, which means there's weaknesses sometimes. Maybe a player off by themselves.
Yeah, though, it kind of gives this display that both teams are very aware of each
Rango,
other.
I think my
and try
chatters
to
are.
work on some of those
I like to
conditions.
think you're all above a
For now,
mortal,
BBL taking those
but
steps towards the A site. No surprises.
sometimes I see some of the questions and I fear
Love
that
Radiohead. Flash
we're
gonna come
averaging around the
in,
gold
and
area.
Miniboo go. Stop it, Miniboo! You're not meant to get two there, as Benji shutting down the round. It was all so close.
Okay, 1-1 on every map
beautiful,
so far.
But then Miniboo just slides in and takes him away.
Yeah, beautiful flood on A there from Heretics, knowing that that Gecko Flash can just do everything to retake. A Neon sliding in also helps.
God damn.
Dude, how's he getting two here?
Magnum can't be happy about that. He can't be happy.
Nice, let's go!
We are kind of getting the openers and closers right now for Heretics. You got the openers in the form of like Miniboo getting so much impact, and then you got Benji shutting down rounds. Scares me. Really does scare me.
So Heretics had a really sick
stands,
defense with that old
BBL will
comp.
have to suffer through this round.
Like one of the best we've seen.
Sheriffs and odds and ends.
But I
Just a
think
couple of
most of that
sheriffs
was
with
down to the
BBL.
Vice and maybe teams
Magnum
not
exploring
knowing how
already.
to play against the Vice.
What you wanted to see?
Yep.
This is a little bit more traditional.
He's got a timing. Oh,
A
no, he
shot.
doesn't.
Well,
Wait, that's a
well,
nice shot.
My joy is ruined. Happiness is over. And we're back.
It's Levin's go now.
Planted.
Oh. Mini boost tagging everyone, I think. Oh dear. Well, let's see how we do with 3 classics and 1 sheriff.
Another retake from Heretics. Gonna show their protocols off early in the first 2 rounds.
Clearing a lot of the corners out.
What
It's
the
so
hell is this?
simple for them.
Wait,
It's
what did
so
we just tune
simple.
into?
Levin, valiant attempt,
What is
but
his
finding 2
movement?
ain't gonna be enough against
Did
the
he
5.
just jump around,
Backwards
slide
moonwalk
through down the
slide
rope?
Through the tube.
He looks like a TikTok reel, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
it's just ridiculous.
Those ones
how
where
smooth.
they fake all the kills and it looks beautiful. Miniboo doesn't need it to be fake.
What the hell? Like a movie thing. Part of a movie, for sure.
Okay, bonus round. We saw a little bit of damage in that, so it certainly won't be the most intimidating round in the
Slide
world, but it's a
backwards,
valuable
yeah.
one for BBL.
Dialing on him.
Needing to get this started for themselves after a bit of a colder start. We're starting to see the strengths of Heretics start quickly here.
This is usually where you'd see Heretics do one of their set rounds, but with the Marshal, just keeping it passive. Fairly standard approach here from Heretics. BBL, knowing Heretics like that early aggression sometimes, gonna be methodical and slow. Icebox here. 3
Icebox now.
towards A, defaulting out, checking all the close corners. Got the Viper and the Killjoy, just making sure that there's no B or mid push.
Yeah, just waiting for some kind of push.
BBL know how important this round is.
Every step feels so
Okay, they
heavy.
create a bit of pressure. Drone goes out, spots nothing. The thing is, though, we got early info here, so they pretty much need to push them off of this line.
Oh!
Okay.
Damn.
You cursed him.
Don't you dare play.
It's your fault.
Probably that Fnatic team he was in
Oi.
for a while. I'd say. Ruined his confidence.
He went off by himself. Like, he was full of confidence. It's just that Benji shot his head off.
Faith. He didn't have faith.
Okay, okay.
But I do believe you're right. That was.
Wait, Mini did kick
no, we were
him, so
checking,
maybe he
he's had a
lost all
couple
his
of those now.
confidence
It
from
feels
that.
like,
It's not wrong.
Again, when we were talking about how much they were prepared for this, Heretics seem
You
very
guess it's
aware of
over?
what BBL
Nah,
like
not
to be
yet.
doing. Again,
It's getting
Magnum's
closer.
been
If they
called
lose
twice
this
now trying to do
rounds,
that. We saw
there's
Miniboo
gonna be
finding
one
him
more
over
round
towards
until we
Kitchen.
call
Now
it's
seeing
over.
Benji catching him a little bit earlier. Heretics very well prepared.
Awkward plant here. Without the Gecko, they need to get
Yeah, they got to
closer
fight
up
over
into
towards
these
sides.
sides.
They got salvos, though.
G not getting the shot off, but Boo does. This is
Oh,
the
boy.
bonus.
Honestly,
and
you
they're
might be
winning
right.
it. This could be heartbreak for BBL.
Maybe
This
it
is meant
is
to be the
over.
round that they fight back on. But as it stands, it's as clean
Nice
as
shots.
anything
Everyone
for
gets their gun
Heretics.
upgrades as well.
Upgrades aplenty.
One for everybody.
dreamy
Delaying the
start to
defuse
the
to make sure
second
everyone
half
gets
now.
it.
This
And
is
who wants it?
looking
Woo.
like they are starting to eye up
Yeah.
that Toronto ticket now.
I was giving praise for BBL's methodical style, but again, it's those individuals being caught out. Magnum should know better on an anti-bonus round.
And it's an early timeout now coming in for BBL. I think a necessary one too, because the game is
Nice woot.
about to either slip away or be brought back. Because we look at kind of map 1, I guess, if you want to look at that as an example. If BBL get the opportunities that they need, they work on those win conditions, they have what it takes. We saw a 13-10 map 1 after a deficit and then just couldn't quite keep up towards the end. Here, 6-6 on the half and how quickly it's become 6-9.
Yeah, that statistic about Heretics defense is looming over the rest of this half.
Yeah,
Levin
their
having a
defense
game,
is just
though,
so good.
15-9. It could be something they're looking into here.
What do you do? It feels like they haven't quite got the beat on Heretics yet.
A break in
right?
between the
I don't
games?
feel we've even gone
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
so.
into
I
those
think they do a
deeper
30-minute
post
break
plants, so
again, we'll see.
nothing's going effectively their way. It's
All of
very
these teams
early.
are played
It's still
now,
only
so maybe
what,
not.
Yeah.
the Pistols
but
It's the frustration of losing to that bonus
what they've
round,
been
is that
doing.
you don't have time to... By the time we get to figure it out, there's ults up,
they just want to make sure there's no tech
and
pause
it's
again.
a mess.
The last thing they want is that.
Oh, good. The stats
Oh
are
god, thank you.
It's not helping.
Captain Cow's really
He's
helping
compounding
things
the
for us.
problem.
Retake rate. Wait, that's a crate. That's
Not unless
that's
well, if you're a
ridiculous.
Heretics fan.
Oh yeah,
Life's
that's
good.
true.
Life's great.
I always want a third map.
I know. We're just out here wanting more Valorante child
That's
games,
kind of
but
unheard of
we may
though.
not get it.
65%.
Everything indicating that Heretics are steps
Probably the
away
highest
now,
we've ever
rounds
seen.
away.
What is this? 2 ice
Getting
boxes?
back to they want to be at those internationals, fighting for their place at the table again. BBL left with a broken bite, and their hopes resting a lot on this round.
Yeah, just a couple of Guardians here. Worked for Heretics with Rians on Ascent. Gonna need to make it work here. Drone's gonna see nothing. It's a complete open space, but BBL haven't done anything with it, so Heretics able to retake that space.
Yeah, the question marks just kind of being erased on both sides.
There's one.
Bit of info spotted, but again, we talk about patience, and it looks like BBL is playing very slow.
Big duel on B long.
Those two players there. You can see the line they're trying to take. This is still about to bubble over. Magnum is going to find Riens, but Boo's won out against Levin. So they lost on one side, they won on the other, but the majority of Heretics are still here, and they don't look particularly threatened or moved. The layering this time
Good
certainly not the
reposition
same
from him.
caliber we saw on the other side.
Benji's aim,
Perfect,
man.
but traded in
He
on
missed the
Yampy
first
to
shot and he
the
didn't
share,
pull
trying
down.
to keep this
Okay,
close.
very, very
But
nice.
Heretics trailing ahead now.
Okay, this is the
10-6.
round. If they don't get this, then it is
Really
actually
punching
done.
up the numbers. I've got to see BBL respond now. We have to see if there's any big trump card they have to play. It's got to be now.
I think I want to see them just go into that simple Icebox approach that Heretics had. Just group up, scale up together and exec. Even that round, we saw Levin by himself. And then the AX is coming in before Levin's done any work. Like, let Levin work a little bit. Give him that space. And then decide what to do.
This could be the 11th for Heretics or the
do
build
they
back
need
for
an ult?
BBL. How do they want to approach this standard
They
as you
definitely
like?
need an ult, I
Maybe just
think.
going to be cautious that Heretics could throw caution to the wind and pull out something a little bit more aggressive, offset the tempo. For now, not the case.
The singular Phantom, yeah. You're right.
Once
Welcome
again,
to
Heretics
EMEA.
with the Killjoy
Phantom
set towards
haters.
the A side of the map. Oscillating
Phantom
between
haters.
leaving it completely and like reclearing
No one
the
plays
space is a very
Power.
interesting game from Heretics on this
And
defense.
everyone's forced to use Tail, but it looks like
wanna
they don't want to
challenge
use
Boo
Tail.
there. Going into that secondary position, giving up towards Yellow, doesn't want to stick around on his own, but he is getting put into a corner. He will need some help here. Fast rotate from Mini Boo. They've done enough to pull at least one player away, but Boo's pretty secure in his own sight. Now, if Yampy takes him down, it's a totally different scenario. Boo's still here, and they're calling the rotations. They don't know about Boo. This is going to be a horrible surprise.
Wait, this
Boo's let
is-
them almost pass. He's
Okay,
caught.
nice.
Massive work from Yampy. That opens up this
Timing
rotation
is
to not
insane
look
on
silly
this.
now.
I
Levin
would
searching
hate for
deeper
Heretics to put
hold
ults
to
into this
deeper
one.
line. And I think Heretics are aware of that. They gambled on that 4-1 setup. They've got to be heads up about playing this back in.
Ooh.
Plant's going to come
Honestly,
down as Prophet falls.
could be tempted to use
Levin,
those ults
can
now.
you deliver? He does, in the way they need. Takes away 2 from that CT side, and now they can reinforce towards the site.
2v4 here. Not much util on the side of Heretics. Going to be a really tough retake to get in here.
Yeah,
The
there's going to
opener
be
and
damage
closer,
now.
though, the deadly duo themselves. Top of the board, I'm pretty sure, for Heretics, but hard to navigate through. A site still to clear and a deeper post plant. It's not happening! BBL! Stabilize in the key
I mean,
round here.
they're still in
Getting
it.
up
They're
to
definitely
7,
still
but
in it.
breaking
It's a
the
great
run
round.
from Heretics.
3k for
Yeah, this
all.
time BBL
Only
did
one
go for a
gun rebuy.
methodical
They still got
B long
knives,
and
so
A
the
at
money's
the
going to be
same time
pretty
approach,
good.
But this time, letting Levin do
They
his
just
thing.
snuck over
Correct.
towards B again, and you can't
Heretics had the wrong read
really
there,
repeat
stacked forward
that.
towards A. Boo completely caught off guard on B.
Big boy ults coming through now. The stats, again, compounding. But BBL, can you go against the odds? That is a question here. Can you rise to the
A lot of
occasion
ults.
to pressure Heretics? One round's great. You're going to need more than that now.
Oops.
Oh. More simple approach here for BBL.
The knife just revealed everything.
They have the KO if they want to use
Don't
it
have
to
to
get
use
in,
anything
but
else.
The site is weak, so we're going to keep
Yeah,
that
knife
for the
cleared
post
sight, drone clears the
on the
rest.
other side,
That's
Heretics
it.
have that KO to retake.
Good plan on this one. No luck. Over towards B.
Let's
Luck.
see if those stats go
Bottom
up
and
or down
tube
now
low.
for Heretics' retake.
Profek shows his hand. Oh, it's lovely. Really controlled from Profek. He does well to
Yeah,
buy
he did
time
good
and
there.
cost the mini boot. Now Rienz does trade, so we're back down to a 4v4. Ult is here.
I mean, they got to go fast on this one. They're up against
right across
Tail.
the site, forcing the swing from BBL. And now they're still holding the ground, though. It forces them forward. Yampi's always up for the brawl. Bringing it to this 3v2. Boo and Benji now. The timing, not good enough. An eventual late lurk. Magnum. Oh dear, this actually gets really
They got it
problematic.
half.
Benji going to be forced away, but he's got
Benji
half. This
just
causes
survives.
all that utility to roll on here. Benji trying to make mountains out of molehills. The Sociables utility doing everything they needed.
Yeah, a little bit of
BBL,
fun, but I mean, they were
dangerous
just
there.
they were
Magnum
just
that little bit
lower time on
disconnected.
site here, so it's
It
just a
could
slight
have
bit of
been a
panic. I
real
don't think they would have had it
problem, but
anyway
they
with the
get
ult.
away
It looked
with
like
it.
the ult was perfect timing on this
I
one.
thought Magnum had a great timing, it's just that Killjoy Turret was in a very unusual position, caught him off
Yeah,
guard.
it's the
At the
classic
end of the day,
tail
it's
for after plant.
KO difference right there.
Yeah.
Not long now
Salvos
until the
and the
Satan's
ult
done.
needed to secure that post plant.
Would have got one more week.
Oof.
I got so confused that I thought it was Martin lurking from mid.
I love his accent so much. It brings me so much deep joy. We do have the ult coming through from, I think that's Levin popping that. Yeah, indeed, of course. So we wait and see how that one goes through. And we talk about simple in approach. It looks simple, but it looks pacey. And Magnum's been caught again. They are reading him like a book. This simply is not working for him. Trying to
The
find
pressure
new
on
ways to
middle at
approach,
least
but again, man
enables them
advantage up
to
for
get
Heretics. Boo spotted on
back
site. They're
of
going to know
sight,
Benji's
and
nearby
Boo is
as
so
well.
dead.
Both bits of info could be key. It is. Levin takes away Boo. And now with the plant down, they've got it back to this 4v4. Oh, that's too far.
Hey,
but
he
still
did
gets him
incredible
out.
to get an
Levin
extra
making
one.
so much out of what felt like an overstep, but it's back down to a 2v2. Profek has been sharp on his aim, though. Yampi's still alive.
Don't know what
Do
kind
they
of
know
KO
about it?
they
do
just
now.
missed,
He's
but it
been
didn't look
cleared.
great.
Profek,
30 HP, 20 HP.
Oh my god, the ult's coming in as well. Profek has to be on his toes here. It's cleared towards mid. He's got the green light, but can he land the
Must be
shots?
the easiest
The
1v2 of
HP
his
is
life,
low.
right?
Time
Oh wait, the
to
molly
be
didn't
bought
go
in.
deep enough,
Viper
right?
util on the site buying time. But Wingman's on the case. He's got to deal with this now. Oh, Woods! The one to take him away. 11-4
it's
for
devastating.
Heretics. It got close again.
BBL on that 4v5, making it almost doable. Having to push aggressive on that B side. Magnum once again getting caught out. But it's Levin understanding that he needs to take more space on this side.
Wood,
In the end,
Wingman, I love
Wingman
you so much,
securing
bro.
that
Good job,
2v1
bro.
retake.
Now we're looking at the ults here, still in the hands.
Interesting
Benji's
decision
got
to
his.
clear mid.
Mini
I mean,
Boo's got theirs as
he's
well.
been
One away
lurking
from
some of the
Boo's.
rounds,
on the
right?
other side, a couple of bits to
So they
work
just
with,
thought he was
but
lurking again.
this is now getting to crunch time. 2 rounds away for Heretics.
I'm out of here.
They've got to keep their composure though.
Okay,
Keep their
everyone
core.
with a dot
BBL
next to them
looking
can't buy
dangerous on this
next.
side, finding their footing.
And
Spike drops.
And they've cancelled this stack here.
dude, if BBL win this, it gets really close.
Yeah, with the retakes looking as good from Heretics as
Lao
they
wins.
are,
Thank you so much with the
they can
prime,
gamble
dude.
as much
Appreciate
as they
that.
like.
And Aralid as well. Hello again, mate. Thank you with the prime with the
Clearing
15
B bomb
months
now
as
for
well.
Heretics.
Timing could be good here,
Lao
but
wins. Thank you for doing
Yampi,
that.
he can give away a little bit of position, you know what I mean?
Appreciate the prime usage,
Show a
Jim.
bit, but not fall. That would be fantastic.
That should be enough for BBL to
Ah,
accelerate.
that's so much
They've gotta
info.
go. Now, Wu
And that's
actually
so
took down
much
Levin,
info,
but
yeah.
still,
Got a free
the red
sight.
carpet's rolled out, right? VIP
You
access.
hear the running here as
Now
well.
it's not Magnum this time on the low.
Sociable.
It's Sociable, and maybe that's a little bit of a misread. Maybe Woot even seeing someone along with the side with Levin, so maybe not
Changing
thinking
up the
that.
lurker.
Lurk would have been in play. This time he's going to be cleared though. Boo goes back.
Yeah,
Brings it back
you
down
can
to
definitely tell from
3v3
these
in the
past two
ult.
rounds
Here,
how
look
like
at this. Boo's
Heretics
got
have been
his.
keeping
Benji's
on
got
top of
his.
who's been
What's
lurking.
the answer?
Looking for the lurk last round with the
Topside plant though is a good position
official.
for
And then
BBL
obviously
to
this
play
one
for
as
the belt.
well. Find the Viper over towards site, getting the fast kill, and then they think there's just no lurk.
Here. Mini Boo gonna pop his ult as well. They want this in the bag. They're
It's a
eyeing
great
it up.
knife.
Denied on the first. Magnum's gone. Profek still fighting. It's all on Yampi. He knows where the plant is. He's bought a couple of seconds.
Oh.
Oh my
Nice.
god, Yampi,
Okay.
you absolute animal. 1v2. Oh, it's huge. And he's still doing it.
Uh-oh.
Yampi, keep
Uh-oh.
your cool. Get back there in time. Can you deny it?
Ah, dude, just defused in time.
Just stolen.
12 he had to stay strong.
Ooh. My heart can't take too much of that.
That was rather close.
Sociable there. He's become the lurker. These lurks have not worked at all for BBL, and we're sending a Teo now to lurk. Imagine if in that post plant they had salvos.
Yes! Let's go! What is he doing? What is he doing?
You can feel it. So close now, 1 round away.
4 chances
Toronto on the
to
line.
2-0.
This is pressure now. BBL gonna feel it too. Mini boot even on the operator here. This is everything.
Ah, dude, this is a play
can
where
hear all this
you got nothing to
information.
lose here.
Lockdowns in.
Benji's winning this
Levin
just from
looking to
info,
deny
probably.
Mini boot. Force them back. Create some security, some space on the site. How far do they go?
Flash through the
It looks like
back
they're pushing
to
it.
Boo the whole
Aggressive
time,
issue,
anti-flash.
And they're being denied on the first attempt. Miniboo taking
Oh.
damage, tries to go forward. Yappy coming alive. Sociable as well. BBL making them work for this. That road to Toronto is not easy to walk. Rien's now in a 1v3. Levin, Yampy, and Sociable against him. He's got a hard fight. The first man spotted, and he ain't gonna win it. BBL not done
What's
yet.
their money, chat? Low, right? Has to be low.
BBL once
It must
again
be
looking
eco.
quite good on that B side of the map. Usually when they finish that, they don't have numbers going in because they're in a 4v5, but maybe that's something they end this half with, pushing into OT.
I mean, the money's broken. Heretics not gonna be able to afford much here.
So let's go, boys.
Gutek 2435.
Ults online for
Thanks so
BBL
much for
too.
your prime as well, dude.
They
Thanks for
can
doing that.
save these ults for the next couple of rounds, not have to use them on
Oh,
this
dude, this is
anti-eco.
gonna get close.
Dream.
They have some win conditions.
They do. Miniboo
Yeah,
stinger.
they're kind of far
light
away
shield,
from
so he might
some
be
of
trying
these
to be
orcs.
still a little bit more involved here. Rien's gonna be calling in the support. A lot of pressure felt early. It's a long rotation here. And for BBL, this looks very likely.
Yeah, sight open for them. The flood coming in from Heretics, slide in from
Oh.
Neon.
This is nice.
Oh.
This is really nice.
Oh, no.
Miniboo and Benji
No,
making
not
the
like
best
this,
of it.
guys.
The second it was denied on that spike plant. Oh, Yampy keeps his cool under pressure there. Miniboo gets halted, but still a 3v3. Don't think this isn't impossible. Sociable now going to be brought in. They got to get bodies on this site. Get that plant down, and they've got it.
Oh, dude, they only have a
Oh,
sheriff.
this is so scary, so sketchy. Nice control as Boo dives
Okay,
on
okay.
in. And it is going to be too
Sociable
standing.
took
BBL
control.
making up to double digits
They had to use
here.
the ult.
But the ults being utilized, or at least one of the two being utilized there.
They'll take it, but it's not ideal. Viper ult still to work with.
One enemy.
Nice!
Looks like a timeout coming in potentially.
Looks like a Heretics one. Want to get across that line. No mistakes now. And for BBL. they can be
0
the ones
sanity
to
with the
make
tier 1. Thank you for the
Heretics
13 months
sweat.
as well,
Make
man.
'em work
Appreciate the
for
tier 1,
this.
dude.
If you want Toronto, work for it. If you want to get it into, prove you can do it. That third map, we want it. Let's see if BBL can give us what we want. Heretics
read
here have
his
the
name
opportunity
as
to
Social
close out
B
2
for
more
so long.
rounds in regulation to play with.
Yeah, they have the Teo ult to play for the retake, but Viper ult on
Second
BBL
game,
side, they're not going to want to give
Liquid.
that up.
Liquid Fnatic.
Viper ult in post plant is too strong, so I'll be interested to see what Heretics' adaptation is here.
The Social B.
12 to 10.
Looks like a standard defense up here for Heretics. The 3 towards A.
Okay, or if they get over towards
Sentinel,
site.
Viper towards B. Taking a few more duels towards this A side of the map potentially.
What are we doing? Just
Stopping
punishing the
BBL from scaling
person?
in and getting that plant down.
Or are we going aggro?
Maybe Neon slide onto belt, maybe?
Wait, is this aggressive?
Pipes.
Okay, they tried to get a little in their face. We
Oh.
haven't seen Miniboo digging this deep yet.
No.
So we could burn some of that utility up to force him away from this.
As long as Boo has this line on B long, they know the BBL are heavy here with numbers.
You could consider a lurk. You could consider it, but it's not here. Woods playing a really dangerous game, though.
What is this one? Tail ult with the flash in front.
Back to bed. BBL trade up here.
Oh man, they win out with 3.
Swinging up now. This is huge for BBL.
This is.
They knew there was something afoot. It didn't feel right. And they were absolutely on the money. Plant now in. Boo and Benji. Okay. Break down the door on 1. Benji, you still going for more.
Oh my.
31 HP. He's probably back to a 2v2.
The Viper ult though, but it gives him so much space back of sight.
Boo. Where are you in this? Navigating the pit. Having a look. Trying to find anyone lingering in the depths. Benji got caught on the drop down now. Boo on 1 HP. The dream not looking like it's coming alive in this round. Can't find a player. They're not giving him what he wants.
Oh, yeah, dude, Perfect's responsible for so many rounds as well.
One more chance in regulation to close out for Heretics. Or we're going OT.
Love that composure from BBL. It looks like they had the perfect read. It's almost like they knew that this play was coming out of Heretics.
Yeah, I mean, they reacted really well. They had so many people for it.
Team Heretics.
It wasn't the worst idea. Maybe they need to put another body behind that if they're going to go for it, but...
A broken buy for Heretics.
Rest of the side's pretty weak if you do that.
Get them there in regulation now.
Oh, stun,
Scrappy at
flash.
best. What's the plan for BBL? A lifeline given off the back of Profect being marvelous.
Okay, Benji has ult. Benji's the only ult.
Looking over towards B.
Yeah, Heretics just running between the sites right now. Earlier in this half, that looked like a good sign. Now it's not looking so much.
Magnum back to doing what he does. He's been caught here a couple of times. I need to see him play this right. Woods directly looking his way. They've given up a lot of this B site now. I mean, hard to hold with just that stinger.
Yeah, they're pushing deep here, BBL. Killjoy ult gonna come in. Magnum does get that 1 though.
Yeah, mate, you gotta stay alive.
He's really caused them an issue. He can fall away from this hit. Play the timing, and that's what he's
BBL
doing.
are in
Taking that long road
incredible
back around
position.
towards B long.
Benji's looking to get his Killjoy ult.
Everyone's playing close sight, so they don't have any space to put the Killjoy down. They played this one well.
Boo, good first step. Takes a little bit of chip on the way, but Benji falling. Leaving just Boo alive in a 1v4.
Okay, dude, they handled this well. 4.
It's going the distance now. They're back in the game.
Go on, Yampy. Okay, we've got four chances for them to go to Toronto. It's not gonna be that easy.
Great sign from BBL that they can go behind, pull it back. Ascent almost to OT this time on Icebox.
BBL.
Let's go! Let's go!
What a treat to watch. Resilience in droves from them.
Morpheus United, thank you so much, dude.
They're up to the test.
Thank you for the gifted, mate. I appreciate
All the
that.
pressure was on them, and they found what they needed. But OT is a different beast now.
MC, every time I look over, I know you just have the biggest smile on your face. You have a giant smile on your face, you're actually laughing to yourself every time you comment something.
No timeouts being used for Zoto.
Every single time. I look over, I read it, I see your name next to it, and I'm like, yeah, you guys are having the best time ever.
Simple approach from Heretics. 5A this time, it looks like. And BBL rotating with 5 members.
Nothing mad on the bite.
Looking at that mid walk as well from Yampy.
Probably the most Phantoms EMEA seen.
He's not particularly playing close by. This is so quiet on the map.
This is what they were doing all the time, the smoke over towards the top. Works as a one-way, blocks the choke as well.
And now they're going to fight back in.
Yeah, and this was what was working for BBL, like fighting in front of this. Whoa! Whoa!
Outrageous! He just goes forward! I can't believe it!
Wait, where are we? How? Hey, I've got to see it back, man. This is the most Icebox round I've ever seen.
What just happened?
Because it looked like it was on the cards.
What are you, like, what? How are you ever meant to spectate this map, dude?
I love the play from BBL, dodging that drone and flooding in, but
I gotta have...
Benji
Dude, the
once
replay needs
again
to be longer than the end of the
round.
round was.
The ultimate closer. Show me this magic here. This
Okay.
really looked good, right? BBL, brilliant. On it, Benji just up. Oh my god.
Oh, nice shots, bro.
That's the Benji. The strikes tear into people's hearts. 12 to 13 now, one more round for Heretics, but this was the side they couldn't quite close on. Oh, but this time, Boo off to the
Good
races. A 1-for-1 trade.
No time out here from Heretics, using the momentum that they had on attack. Feeling the energy right now.
Can it be suppressed? Can it be stopped? Can BBL quieten down all of that momentum?
If he gets a plunk, has his ult.
Still towards yellow.
Flash to the back, but you can't really do too much. They still can't get yellow.
Benji again.
The final boss, it feels like when
took out
the
the
stakes
Jed,
so
and they're
does
trying to
his
make it
gameplay, matching it in quality.
strong choke, this one.
Leaving just Woot here, still controlling the corner being a problem. And it looks like BBL are starting to really stall out here. They've got to make a go of this. 50 seconds, they could change their minds. But with only 3 players, what are the options? They're going back in. Flash through the wall, it's all on this.
Absolutely wrecked him.
Ends, tips them forward.
Oh, nicely done from Heretics, man. Made him work for it a little bit. Definitely made him work for it.
Toronto locked in, and they have been merciless.
They look good, though. They definitely
path.
still look good.
BBL
Nice showing from Heretics so far.
Heretics are looking back to a global event.